Hi, good evening. Hi, I'm Colleen Ann. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Got a new setup today. Got a new setup. We got a new way our desk is. The way we organize everything is different too. So we've also got some, well, it's not new, but different caffeine tonight. It is not morning. I am not going to work. I'm actually staying at home tonight. But there was a look that I wanted to do, and I figured I might as well just do it. So grab your makeup brushes, dirty or clean. Grab your caffeine, and let's get ready with me to chill out at home. So the look we're going for is this blue and gold cut crease, and I'm going to leave that picture right here. I didn't watch the video. I just kind of looked at the picture, and I'm just going to kind of go from there. So I'm going to take this beautiful Beauty Glaze Color Fusion Over the Rainbow Amazon palette I got for $11. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take that blue right there, and what we're going to do is we're going to map out that crease, and we're just going to go from it from there. I also don't really have I didn't watch the video because I do remember saying I don't really like to watch tutorials. It's not that I don't watch tutorials, because I would be the world's biggest hypocrite if I said I don't watch tutorials. Because I do, and I have, and I will in the future. But there's some looks where I just want to kind of put my own spin on it. You know, the steal without stealing kind of thing. The point of that is for you to take what you like and implement it into your own work. So that's kind of what we're doing. So I'm going to take that dark blue, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of blending it out. Trying to make that line in the sand. Like, this is where my crease will cut. It's been kind of a battle since I do have hooded eyes. And it's one of those things that's a little, especially if you're not really sure what you're doing, it's kind of hard to navigate. So right now I'm just kind of going through, trying to make sure they're even on both sides, which is a fun thing to do because I'm usually pretty bad at it, but that's okay. Practice makes perfect. That's what we're here to do. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Next, since I've kind of like blended it out a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really make sure that's packed. So I'm just going to pat, 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 blend, blend, blend. Okay, we're also going to map it out. Also, I am sorry, I'm going to break the fourth wall here a little bit. There's probably going to be a lot of jump cuts in this video because I have to refer back to the photo, and unfortunately I am recording on my phone. So if there is a lot of jump cuts in this video, I am sorry. That's just kind of what I'm working with because I have to keep referring back to the photo, so I'm sorry about that. Okay. So right now I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to shape that out. So since I'm not really quote-unquote getting ready to go anywhere, I figured I would do a kind of, not necessarily like a practice look, but a look that I've been wanting to do or inspired to try, especially since I'm not really going anywhere. So if I look like a clown, at least I'm at home. So you won't tell anyone, right? So now that I've kind of got them mapped out, I like where they're going. I like the journey they're going on. I approve. It's okay. I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to smooth out the top edges of this, because I'm going to go in with like a lighter blue and kind of blend that out for it too. And even though I'm not following the, because I don't want to watch the tutorial since I feel like I'm copying the look pretty much. So I feel a little guilty for watching the video too and then doing the exact same look. So I figured I would just do the inspo pick and just kind of go from there. Take that blue. I'm going to take that fluffy brush that I was just using. I'm going to take a little bit of product. And just on the top, I'm going to just pat, 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 blend, blend, blend it out. With the stealing but not stealing thing, where it's like, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to kind of do it in my style. My translation of it, if you will. Is one of my favorite things about art. There's so many different things that inspired different things. Okay, so now that we've got like our top kind of mapped out, we've got our, how we want our wing to kind of be, I'm going to go ahead and instead of going dark to light, I'm going to go ahead and do light to dark. What I'm going to do, so I'm going to go light to dark. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this, and I've really been wanting to play with this. It's this Pro Conceal. It's like white concealer. It's from this LA. Oh, it's from LA Girl. I was going to say whoever she is. It's this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to put a little bit of it on the palm of my hand, and I'm just going to, there we go. Ooh, that comes out a lot. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of carve the crease, and I'm going to go ahead, I have hooded eyes, relax my brow, and just kind of map that out. Okay, cool. So our creases are cut. I didn't even use a lot. I'll probably, well, let me just go ahead and just do another layer just in case. Even though we're staying at home tonight, it's still a good test. That's why we're practicing. Why not? Also, I don't know if I've mentioned here yet, but I do have a TikTok. It is Colleen Ann 29. I'll leave a link in the description too, so that way you guys can just go there. But yeah, definitely follow me over there too. I'm not as active over there as I am here. I'm definitely trying to be, but all in due time. I hope to see you over there. I'm just going to not blend, I'm going to pat this down. Okay. I don't have much experience with this concealer. Alrighty, awesome. So, I like how that is. Next, what I'm going to do is, since we're going light to dark, I'm going to take that, I apologize, new setup, still getting used to it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for breaking the fourth wall again. The pigments aren't really strong in this smoky beauty runway, that one Walmart palette I was telling you guys about. The shades aren't as pigmented, but that white shimmery one, it really helps my other eye looks pop. That's why I really enjoy it. I don't really like the other colors though. It's not really that pigmented, but next I'm going to take this. I haven't really worked too much with the yellow, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to take that gold right there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get it pretty decent on my brush. And I'm going to pretty much go like right in the middle where I put that white. We're just going in the middle. We're packing it on. I really don't like how it's not popping. What can I do? I'm going to try to add maybe a little bit more of that white. See if maybe that'll help. That is what's so perfect about makeup, is we get to try and practice and just have fun with it. We're just girly pops on a Saturday evening in our room playing with makeup to go play Mario Party later. So, you know what? That's okay. I think I'll just layer it up. Okay. Sorry, my partner is working on Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and our cat just tackled him. Oh. Yeah, that's so sweet. My cat tackled my partner while he was trying to work on Dungeons and Dragons stuff and just like sat on his lap, and I had to get a picture. We're gonna go in with this gold right here. It was actually a last minute change. Ooh. Ooh, yes, daddy. Yeah, cut creases are kind of like a battle for me. Well, because I had hooded eyes and I never really knew that I had hooded eyes. So whenever I was going back through that journey of that on again, off again makeup journey while I was on, I remember attempting to try the cut crease, and it's like, oh, cut it at your crease, and it's like, oh, well, that never worked for me. And instead of venturing, I just kind of gave up. So the consequences of my own actions, I suck at cut creases. Well, I don't suck at cut creases. I get to practice more cut creases. Sorry, I was scooting up. There we go. So what I'm doing now is I am just packing on that yellow, that gold. I'm not really blending as such as like tap, 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 tap. That's more so what I'm doing. I feel like I should have started doing the gold first because of the blue. I forgot color stuff, but there we go. So if you want to do this look, I suggest you should probably follow the actual tutorial instead of just doing a picture like I did. Again, tutorials are just kind of weird for me. I like to, like I said, I get upset if it doesn't look the exact same way, you know, and it's like, I know they've had more practice and, you know, this is something they've had to learn on their own, you know, and I don't, like I was saying earlier, I don't not watch tutorials. I just like to try them first, and then if like, if I still feel like I'm not getting it, then I'll watch it and be like, oh, that's what I was doing wrong. It's a learning process. It's fun. It's what you're supposed to do. It's makeup. It's art. Again, I'm just packing on that color. I'm doing it again on the other side too, just to really pack that color in. We're going to clean up the hard edges later on, but right now I'm just trying to focus on making sure that color is in there. And then make sure it's just like packed and it's just ready to go. Alright, cool. I am happy with this for now. If I want to change it up, it's something I can fix later on. But for right now, we're okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a regular fluffy. It doesn't have any product. I'm just going to kind of blend out those colors. Or just kind of smooth out the harshness. I think another problem I have with like blending and stuff is I have a pretty heavy hand. And I have to remember to just, the tip is like where you hold the brush. It's like if you hold it closer, you have like more control. Further away, you have less. And it's like for some instances, such as like light blending, I have to remember that. So there we go. Okay, so same thing. We just did that. Same thing on the other side. Okay, cool. So the harsh lines are pretty much gone. What I'm going to do next. What I want to do is, instead of having like that light, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone just for right now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone right now. Just change a heart. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with that. Caffeine. Excuse me. This video is not sponsored by Monster. Ooh, excuse me. I'm probably going to end up ignoring my... Not ignoring, but... going a little bit further in my outline, just to make a little bit more room for that dark blue. Also, I realized I forgot the tight line, which is going to be fun later on. Because it's the reason why I do it first. So that way if I mess up, I can clean it up a little bit better and it doesn't get my whole makeup look messed up. Ooh, excuse me. Are you guys liking the new setup? Let me know in the comments. I definitely like it because since I am kind of pale, I kind of blended in with our background, which was basically like a door, which was white. So I feel like now it's like you can see me a little bit better, you know? I feel like the camera angle, how I have it's a little bit better. It feels a lot better too, especially because I took how I had my eyeshadows and like my stuff down here and like my brushes and things over here, I flipped it around because my setup is basically just a computer desk right now. I plan on getting like a full on vanity later on, but right now this is perfect. I'm cool with this right now. It got me through some freaking fun times from college and like everything, so. My partner actually bought it for me and put it together for me all on the same day. Because the desk I was using was literally falling apart. And I had it since like 6th grade. And it was just falling apart and just old. And I needed something new. I think maybe that's why I'm a little like, no, I don't want a vanity right now. Because it's still like, no, mine. I'm going to take a fluffy. The two main brushes I use are that crease brush and that fluffy. I'm just going to kind of help shape this out how I want it to look. I feel like I'm pretty happy with this setup. This is actually the first look I've done with the new setup, so pretty excited. I feel like it changed about 8 times. This my vanity setup and oh, excuse me. And it's just been kind of hard to kind of figure out how I want it, like what my needs are, and because I was doing makeup in the bathroom, and whenever the little bit of on that I was in high school with makeup, I had a vanity in my room, and I absolutely loved it. And I was like, oh, I miss having my own setup, you know. I guess that's why I don't really mind, like, waiting a little bit longer to get a little bit of a nicer vanity setup. Because it's like, I'm happy to have an area that I can put all my makeup stuff in and just pollute it with my makeup stuff. So, I'm like, I can wait. I know I'm going to get one in the future. I know it. I'm not worried. I know my time will come whenever it's time for me to get one, so I'm not worried. So right now, I'm chilling with what I got. We're happy with what we have. We're not ungrateful. We're not, nope. We're happy with what we have. Taking that yellow again and just dot, 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 dot. And it's great because this area, the way I have it set up now versus how I've had it then, it's a little bit more out of the way. So, I feel like it kind of opens the room a little bit back up. Oh, I'm taking a little bit of this and just kind of mixing it in with it. Just to kind of see if it'll brighten it up. And it kind of did. Okay. I like the way that is. So I'm going to just mix this yellow and then this one down here. And I'm going to go under it. Because since I used a little bit of both just to kind of make sure it's all good, you know. This time I'm not really going to blend it like I did before with the orange. This I care if it mixes, so I'm just going to keep it where it is. And I'm just going to go, instead of being precise like, oh, it's only in the middle, I'm just going to go where the blue is not. Even if it's a little uneven, a little derpy, that's fine. I just don't want it to mix in with that blue, so we're just going to keep it as separate as we can. Okay, cool, dope. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I think, yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my holy grail, my ColourPop quartz palette. I'm going to take a dense brush and I'm going to take that opaque, and where that blue is, I'm just going to kind of tap it. Because what I want to do is I don't want it to be, I want a little bit more of a black, a dark. So I'm not trying to replace the blue, I'm just trying to darken it a little bit. We're going to mix and match and playing with our palettes today. Like I was saying earlier, we're just girly bops playing with makeup on a Saturday night. That's all. I don't know when you guys are going to see it, but for me, it's Saturday. And who knows? You may be watching it on a Saturday. Or you could just pretend it's Saturday. Whatever floats your boat. Next, again, I'm going to take I'm going to try to. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go in and just kind of spread the love. Okay. I think that looks great. I feel like you can't really... I know I've been doing this a lot, but it's the hooded eye battle. I'm sorry, guys. You're on it with me tonight. You're on it with me. I'm going to look at all my brushes. Stop it. They're not clean. They're not clean anymore. But my area... It looks pretty earlier. But that's okay. That means our area is being loved and used, so... Okay. I guess I'm going to try a flat brush. And I'm going to take that yellow, that gold I should say, and I'm going to just... Someone put me on a magic carpet ride because I just discovered a whole new world. Look at that! That looks a lot better. So now that we went ahead and fixed that, dealt with our hooded eye problems, next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with my beautiful Quartz ColourPop palette. I'm going to take this Mind Games, which is that top one right up there. I haven't used it much. I'm going to take an angled, and what I want to do is I kind of want to try to see if that would do anything. No? Okay. I thought it would do something cute, but not really. Okay. What I was trying to do is I wanted to see if it'd make like a cute little outline, but not really. It just kind of blended in. But again, it's one of those things you just kind of live and learn. So since I feel like I lost a little bit of the blue up at the top here, I'm going to take a dense and I'm going to go in with, I want that dark blue. I'm going to go in and with that bottom blue right there. I'm just going to take that dense and I'm just going to kind of tap it up. We like her. We can deal with this face. We can live with her. She's alright. Okay. Alright. Wait. I'm a little discombobulated. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take that gold shimmer. I'm going to place it all over only where that yellow is, okay? Boom. Okay, so the shimmer isn't the best, but for $11, I'm not going to get too upset. The blue looks great. It still adds a little bit of a... You can kind of see it, but it's a little hard. Let me see if I can kind of clean it up with this ColourPops. I'm going to try this Transform, which is that one right there, the shimmer in the middle. Am I just going to say it again with the ColourPop coming in clutch? Like, dude. Without it, with it. I knew getting this palette as my splurge on my birthday was the best decision. I just looked at them with the shimmers and I just looked at the shades. I remember looking at me and like, it was like love at first sight. That's so great because I didn't really have a gold, but I was like, I still want to try to do a blue and gold. I'm just packing this on because I'm in love and I really love the shimmer. And I just want to make it as bright, you know, as you can see it. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little spin. And I'm going to take, I'm going to take that flat brush I was using earlier, and I'm going to use that last, sorry, they're a little too close together. This one right here, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner instead of that white. I'm just going to kind of, okay, I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and tight line and do my mascara, and I'll be back to do the face. So after I did my mascara, I decided to use the restroom real quick, and I looked in the mirror and I realized that from far away, you can't really see the cut crease. So that means I'm still like shaping it wrong for hooded eyes, I guess. But that's okay. That's what's so great about practicing over the weekend and taking the time to just kind of learn. That's okay. It's okay if we mess up. It looks cool right here. It's still a really pretty look. It just needs some practice, you know? So, yeah, let's move on to face. I already primed my face earlier. I'm going to go in with my Fit Me concealer in number 5 shade Ivory. I'll put that underneath. Starting to break out a lot. I honestly think it's because I'm kind of changing up my skincare routine. So I know it's like really new to my skin, so I'm kind of just chalking it up to that. But I know if it's still breaking out after a while, I know I'm gonna switch it up, but I know my skin isn't used to it. I'm making my green color corrector combo. There it is. I have a specific brush I use for it. There we go. I'm just taking the areas that I want to kind of correct, my red spots, if you will. I'm going to take a sponge and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of blend everything out. I'm going to go ahead and add some up here. Alright. Now I'm drinking water. It's I have the Glacier Cherry mix in there. We had our caffeine. We're allowed to move on. Now we're hydrated. We're hydrated girlies now after our caffeine. Okay. So next I'm going to take my foundation at L'Oreal. I mentioned earlier that I'm getting all dolled up to stay home and play Mario Party. I should probably go into a little bit more detail. I'm getting ready to more than most likely get my ass kicked in Mario Party. I am going to be playing Mario Party 3 on the, if you have the Switch online, it's a package that you can get, and you get like old 64, NES, Sega games on there. Well, they recently released Mario Party 3 on there. And that game is so fun. I love it because I grew up mostly, the GameCube was my thing. I wasn't really into the Nintendo 64. I played a little bit. I played like Bugs Life, that weird, was it that weird Power Rangers game? I don't really remember the Nintendo 64 too much. Not really. I was more of a GameCube kid. So the Mario Party that I mostly remember is Mario Party 4. That was my favorite. I do have more memories of Mario Party 3 on the Nintendo 64 than I do any other games on the Nintendo 64, but I think that's because of like Thanksgiving with my cousins because, you know, they had it and they were like really big Nintendo nerds, and they still are today, which is absolutely fantastic. I love that for them. So I'm going to take a sponge now and just kind of blend everything out. But it's just for me, it is, I am playing classic Mario Party with someone who is classically trained, which my partner is. If you've played Mario Party before, then you know that anything can happen at any point during the game. You can be in first place with like 4 stars and like a gazillion coins, and you're at the top of your game. Someone can land on a chance space and have your stuff flip to someone who's in 4th, and you can literally go from 1st to 4th in a turn right before the end. It is one of those games that tests you. It tests your friendship. And besides playing it, you know, on the offhand occasion with my cousins, I really played Mario Party 4 by myself. And my partner loves playing Mario Party, and so do I. So it's one of those things that we've slowly played Mario Party with us and like the 2 computers. And it's usually like us versus the computers, which is great. Or like depending on how it is, we usually decide at the beginning, like, okay, are we playing, you know, screw you, or are we playing friendly? You know, it just kind of depends. Or one of us will make a move, like, you know, steal their coins, or, you know, do a move that would like purposely like F with them. You know. Now I'm gonna contour. So it's just kind of one of those things that we like to decide beforehand. I feel like tonight's more of like a fend for yourself kind of night. So we'll see. What I love about Nintendo revamping old games for the Switch is, since I have a Nintendo Switch nerd of a boyfriend, he has that. So it's like, even though I didn't get to really experience it during my childhood, it's one of those things that I can enjoy with someone I love and, you know, still have a good time with it. It's really, really fun. Okay, we like her. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Fit Me setting powder, this Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. I'm still figuring out finishing powder. I know I can easily look it up. I'm going to. I do plan on looking up tutorials for things like setting powder and some more hooded eye stuff. But whenever it comes to eyeshadow looks, I just kind of feel like I want to try it out on my own, you know. Back to Mario Party. We absolutely love it. It really brings out our competitive side too, and it's really fun. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Guess I should set it up here too. And I can, one of the reasons why I'm remembering to use finishing powder all over is because since I am just staying at home playing Mario Party, probably going to end up drinking hot chocolate too, chilling out. Wonderful Saturday night. I meal prepped today. Next, I'm going to go ahead and like contour my nose, because I always forget to contour my nose until like the last minutes. Okay. Also, I am going to do a lip look in this video. It's not going to be anything too major. I'm probably just going to use, I don't really have lip stuff that much. I'm not really too into lip stuff. I'm still trying to get into lip. And the reason why I don't really do lip in my get ready with me for work is because I usually just throw in a gloss whenever I get in the car, like before I walk in. So it's not one of those things that I really worry too much about. I am wanting to get into more like the nudie lip, but whenever I bought all my lip liners, I only got like red and stuff. So I kind of want to mess around with those a little bit before I go, you know, venturing off, and just kind of work with what I got. But ooh, I do have some nudie lip liners. I forgot I got them. In a strange turn of events, because we're girly bops playing in our room, we're able to have some fun and experiment. So let me. I feel like a mad scientist. I'm going to take this NYX matte lip liner in the shade Downtown Beauty. Now, I'm not really that good. I haven't had much practice at lip lining, so if it looks a little funky, I'm just kind of forewarning you. It might, but again, we're just girly bops playing with makeup and hanging out. We're not going anywhere tonight. We're going to be playing Mario Party, hanging out. So she's not perfect, and that's fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Corn palette, and we're going to take this shade It's On. I'm going to take this. I'm just going to blend it out. Also, this is my first time doing this lip look, so we don't hate her. I think she goes good with this. I feel like with a little bit more tweaking and practice, we can definitely do something with this. So I'm going to add blush, and I think we're going to call it. Okay, girly bops. This is the finished look. We like her. We can do with this face. She definitely needs a little bit more practice, but that's okay. We can live with this face. Hey, we were just girly bops. Just hanging out on a Saturday night. Just, you know, doing our makeup and just hanging out. Thanks for joining me. Again, I don't know what day it'll be whenever you guys see it, but for me it was Saturday, so I was able to just kind of hang out. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I appreciate you. If you guys are girly bops on your feminism girly journeys, don't forget to like and follow along. Appreciate you. Bye.